Hello, all my lovely lads and lassies. My name is Lord Albanak, and happy Valentine's Day. What are your plans? Me neither. Anymore. And hey, speaking of depression, welcome to Let's Play Doki Doki Literature Club. Enough chit chat. Let's get into it. I see an annoying girl running toward me from a distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it is just sometimes kind of works out because you've never each other seen each other, you've known each other for so long. This is how I'm going to be reading throughout the entire series because I'm such a terrible reader. So, get your pants ready, okay? We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, we would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase me after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ha ha! Ha ha! I overslept again! But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided not to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Lord. I'm Lord. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you didn't wait for me after all. I guess you didn't have to, but I get it on you and to be mean if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Lord, have you decided on a club you're going to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining a club, any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Huh? I'm also gonna try to use classic anime sounds. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content with just getting by on average while spending my free time on games and anime. Aha! I was talking about how I'm worried about you won't learn how to socialize and all, or having any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're really happy. I know you're happy, but I die at the thought of you not becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, you trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. All right. Look, I'll look for a few clubs if you makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Sayori, I am trying so hard right now. You have no idea. You have no idea. Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit. Even if she doesn't exaggerate everything inside of her head. Oh. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's all over before you know it. After I pack my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. Oh, no! Siri, stop! Shut up! I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch up to you. Catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you were just sitting there and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you a little late for your own club. Well, I thought I might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you'd come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Ah. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. Okay. In fact, I'm 99% sure she'd only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature was guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyways? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring a new member, Sayori. And Natsuki said cupcakes and made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she is so cunning that I have to plan all this out. I'll let out a long sigh. That's also me, by the way, because I can't breathe. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes! Let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Okay, that's a good line. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs. This section of the school I rarely visit, and being generally used to the third year classes and activities. My mouth goes 1,000 miles per hour. My brain goes 3. So trying to process these words is how I sometimes talk like that. That's what that sounds like. Mouth 1,000 miles per hour, brain 3 miles. Okay. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone! The new member's here! I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure to meet you, Girl 1. Hi, Girl 1. We're in college. Not high school. Seriously? You brought a boy? Freshman. Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Lord. What a surprise. Junior. In college. Welcome to the club. Green eyes, pink eyes, purple eyes. All match their hair colors except for Mrs. Green Eyes. Hi. All words escape me in this situation. They're all girls. This club, full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably first year freshman. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly in my ear. It's when she turns back towards the other girls. Anyways, this is Natsuki, always full of energy, and this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Hi, Yuri. Aw, she's shy. Don't say things like that. Aw. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid. Mature, you say? Would not have thought that. Seems to have had a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right? I do. That's right. It's great to see you again, Lord. Hi, Monica. Never met you before. Also, why do nobody here have pupils? I'm just noticing. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica is probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, and seems to have a thing for me. One thing that popular girls never had in my college. Basically, completely out of my league. I know the feeling. So, I am this character in this game, except being in college. So having her smile at me feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Lord. We made room for you at the table. So come sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? I'd love some tea. Thank you, Yuri. The girls have a few desks arranged form the table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened to so that there was one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the classroom where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray where Sayori opens the closet. Why the closet? Still feeling awkward. Yeah. I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches next to the table. My mustache is getting into my mouth, and I need to curl it up like Captain Hook. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table. I'm going Christopher walking in here, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to a little like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing. The little pieces of chocolate are used to make ears. Aw, that's actually pretty cute. So cute! Also, actually probably much known fact now, anime characters are not drawn from people. They're drawn from cats. That's why they have such little noses, big eyes, somewhat small mouths. And even you can see on like little Natsuki's teeth have the little fangs there. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs the first one, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full, and no, Siri, stop it! And has already managed to get some icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around and get in my fingers and looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing, ow, that hurt my teeth. I bit my tooth. Ow, ah. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. I think she just said she made it herself. It's really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? What? Who? What? What? Who? Why? Where? How? When? Made them for you anyways, or anything. I mean, I thought we are established that you already cook, so you're Natsuki, so I'm sorry. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. Not for, you dummy. Fuck. That's the voice I'm gonna give her, Natsuki, from now on. You dummy, for fuck's sake. Little petite girl just has a very deep voice. All right. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. When she carefully places the teacup on front of each of us, and before sitting down, the teapot next to the cupcake tray. The whole tea set is in this classroom? Or you keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry. The teachers give us permission. I don't know why I'm giving her sort of this sexy, smooth voice. Oh, what? Ah! I need to stop. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? A good book, yes. Tea? Yeah, fuck yeah, I want to come up for tea. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just going to impress you. Ah! That's not. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, oh, she's so cute. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises her eyebrow, and then smiles at me. So that made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. I'm getting lightheaded from reading so much. Something tells me I should let Monica that I is practically dragging here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, but Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. But don't be embarrassed. I'll make you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone! Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Ha ha ha! Well, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity on how to prepare for events. I need a drink of water. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into a literature club, then I am fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great reader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't many more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it in that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. As you can tell, I don't read a whole lot. And if I do, I read to myself because I start to pass out. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events, like the festival, much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it!
You know it!
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Me. Monica must have really worked hard to just find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted of the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with her level of enthusiasm about literature. Hi, Yuri. So, Lord, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, same. I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she's wants to say something, but keeps her quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Oh, do I have a thing for Yuri? Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is quite equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up when she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. You guys have no idea how lightheaded I'm getting. But, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can deliberately take advantage of your lack of imagination and completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Ah, I like horror. I read a horror book once. I go to the bathroom all the time. I took it once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to on at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well have been having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone so gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if your story makes me think, it takes me to another world, then we really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I know this is not helping. Ugh!
Ugh! I hate horror!
Oh, why is that?
Well,
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me, and for a split second.
Never mind!
That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What?
Now I sound like Kyle Broflovski's mom. What? But
What gives you that idea?
you left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud! Give it back, yeah, give it back!
Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up against Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
I'm not cute!
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No!
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Ah, not very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. Once you might be willing to open up your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have any writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you could set an example to help Natsuki feel comfortable and let enough of those share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri.
I wanted someone to read someone everyone's poems.
I don't know why I gave her this voice. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. What? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Not many words have 2 Z's in the word. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. And then next time we meet, we'll all share them all with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yes! Let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think that will help us all get a little better, more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Lord? Monica smiles warmly at me once. That face. Oh, hold on a moment. There's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're all back on the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made my decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I'm losing my train of thought, and everyone's looking at me. Sayori's upset. Natsuki is very angry. Monica is kind of disappointed. Yuri is still cute. All 4 girls are staring back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry. I thought, Lord, you all, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Oh, the decisions, the dilemma. Oh, these girls are so f***ing hot. We're in college. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. Yeah. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes! I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping around. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. I'm sorry to have scared you, Yuri. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Yuri.
If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would have been super pissed.
Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem and bring it to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Lord? Yes? I look forward to seeing how you experience yourself. Express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? Probably. I wrote poems in high school. Very cheesy. Starting with, I would spell out the girl who I liked. I would spell out her name vertically. Start off 2 lines. The first line starting with the word of that letter. And then write 2 lines. And then start with the next letter of her name. With that line, write 2 lines. Cheesy as fuck. All rhymed. It was terrible. And then I went to creative writing class and I actually learned how to write poems. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey, Lord. Since we're already here, do you want...
Oh, this is Sayori, not Natsuki. This is the pink hair. Hey, Lord. So, since we're already here, you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore. But because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure. Might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart for the club room and make our way home. Oh my god, what's in my eye? The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sayori,
Natsuki,
Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school within the literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I am sure the good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Yeah! Oh, it's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Cool. All right, well, before I get to my poem, I'm going to leave this episode here, guys. So far, I'm really liking this game. It really gets your attention. Not that because, you've watched some specific genre of cartoon that's related to anime, but I've never watched hentai. Thank you all so much for watching. You know the gist, and I will see all of you beautiful faces in the next episode. Toodle pip!